Hello, everyone. Welcome to Joe Consumes Cinema. I'm your host, dun and today we have Wednesday, Season 2, Episode 1. So, really enjoyed the first season, thought it was a great starter season. I'm a really big fan of Jenna Ortega. To me, she's an excellent actor, and I feel like among the newer generation of actors, she's probably one of the most promising. She has really blown up in recent years, and Wednesday Season 1 was a really big part of that. She had been in other movies before, but I think this, more than anything else, really catapulted her career to the next level. She started doing more movies with Tim Burton. She was great in the Beetlejuice sequel. And yeah, I think the thing that I admire most about Jenna Ortega is that she has a level of discipline that you rarely see in a lot of actors. Like, I've read interviews that she's given, and she's like her harshest critic, so she really wants to do very well, constantly is trying to improve, and she's not afraid to, speak her mind on certain things, especially when it comes to her own acting, what she's doing, what's going on in the story. And one of the things that I found very refreshing is she was like a big critic of season 1, especially like small aspects in the show. And the thing that she wants going forward is for Wednesday to be an overall darker television series, which I think could be really cool if done right. Like, I remember she had the guts to kind of talk bad about certain aspects of season 1. Like, I remember the character that Christina Ricci played was like firing a gun at a swarm of bees at the end of season 1, which was incredibly stupid. She was making fun of that in an interview, like, yeah, I really wanted them to change that, but they didn't. So that willingness to actually criticize what you're directly involved in when you think, parts of it are dumb is honestly very refreshing and genuine from her, I think. And that's one of the reasons that I look forward to basically everything she's in now, because I'm very confident that no matter what she's involved in her career, it's always going to get the absolute best from her. And if there's something she doesn't like about it, she's going to speak her mind on it in the hope that, it could potentially be improved or, avoid problems, stuff like that, which I honestly wish more actors would engage in. But yeah, season 1 was a decent start to this whole thing. I think this show has a lot of potential, and I'm very hopeful that season 2 builds on what we've seen so far. And like I said, goes down that darker path, which I agree with Jenna Ortega would be a really good place to take the show. I just got done the trailer, so it looks like the whole thing this season is going to be a vision that Wednesday has about Enid dying and her trying to do everything she can to prevent that. But yeah, I've waited a really long time for Wednesday season 2, and I want to keep this short and sweet. Patreon link down below. With that, let's get right to it.
I'm tied up in a serial killer's basement. He's under the delusion that I'm his next victim. I'll let him cherish that notion while I explain my predicament. I spent my vacation mastering my psychic ability. All the answers were in Goody's book of spells. With my ability now under control, I set my sights on an obsession I've had since I was 6 years old.
Before dying, victim number 11.
The Kansas City Scalper. America's most elusive serial killer.
Oh, God.
All I needed was an object from one of his crime scenes. 11th victim dropped her prized bowling ball when she was snatched. I had one final harrowing obstacle to overcome.
Welcome to Newark Airport.
TSA.
Arms.
Which part of prohibited items don't you understand?
Part where you believe that cramming hundreds of people into a metal tube flying through the air creates some sort of utopia where weapons aren't needed.
It's a good point.
I'm headed to the Junior Embalmers Convention in Kansas City.
You care to explain this?
Curious. I have no idea how that ended up in there.
Thing is a great character. Always has been.
Are your serial killer services listed online too?
Oh, shit.
Let's play dolls.
Alright, let's see if there's anything we can glean from the intro. Intro is pretty cool this season. Scalpers scalped.
I'm not finding anything related to Black Tears.
When do I get to read your novel?
When the sun explodes and the earth is consumed in a molten apocalypse. Soon, Mother.
Got it. So it looks like Pugsley's going to Nevermore too. Okay. Crows are always a sign of death, and this one is weird. Oh look, it's a murder.
If I don't make here. The evidence is safe at the bullpen.
Okay, that guy was taking pictures of somebody having an affair or something, and then all of a sudden he gets assassinated by birds.
This is the first time you've ever willingly returned to a school.
No more uncontrolled chaos. I will bend this place to my will.
Control is often an illusion.
Do you think I'll actually make a friend here?
You make lots of friends.
Promise me you will take care of your brother.
I always do.
Kind of like a campus celebrity after last season.
Your autograph?
I only signed my name in blood.
I would expect nothing less.
You are done here.
That siren ability will come in handy.
Kind of a big deal now after the whole saving the school from the demon pilgrim thing.
Why does anyone still care?
Barry Dort, your new principal. I want you to be our student of honor.
I would rather be burned at the stake. We need to set bear traps out here.
Our hero.
Howdy, Ruby. Alright, everyone out. Thanks for the help.
I had the best summer ever, and I've been dying to tell you all about it.
Well, I'm sure I'll want to kill you after you tell me, so. And it is a little creepy, but the curls are super soft. It's made from real human hair.
Is that from the Scalper dude? Was that in his house?
I want to secure my place in the pack, become dance troupe captain, and finally join the Nightshades. What about you?
Avoid people and work on my new Viper de la Muerte novel.
That doesn't sound like much of a personal evolution.
I don't evolve. I cocoon.
Hey, Wednesday. How was your summer?
I scalped a serial killer.
Huh. Is Enid around?
She left earlier with Pat. Just talk to him and get it over with.
Yeah, well, if I do that, then it'll be like an arrow through his... Holy crap!
That's interesting.
I'm still watching.
I didn't see the stalker.
Got a little something.
What's with the black tears?
Hi, Pugsley.
Everyone's grown up. They look completely different. He was like 4 feet tall, and now he's like 5.5.
The friends you make here will be your brothers for life. You'll kill for each other and provide alibis.
I've been able to control other insects too.
Watch this.
Perfect for late night munchies.
They're pets, not snacks.
Bug off.
I owe your sister a lot, which is why I agreed to be your roommate. Let's just see how this pans out first.
That's kind of rough.
I liked it better when I was feared and hated.
He pulled his son and his endowment from Nevermore.
Xavier's not coming back this year?
Marilyn Thornhill lived here last year, but thanks to Wednesday, she is now enjoying much tighter quarters. Consider this your home away from home.
It's a little too bright for them.
Who decorated this place?
A homicidal maniac.
I know it's been hard with Goody gone and no one from my bloodline reaching out to be your new spirit guide. But if I was here, I could be of assistance.
You're a dove. I'm a raven. We're on different paths. You said so yourself.
I've had experience with ravens.
Are you talking about your sister?
I will not let history repeat itself.
Bradbury, local private investigator.
Can I help you?
Just admiring the view. Sheriff Santiago.
I promise to be better than my predecessor.
That's an exceptionally low bar.
We got a runner.
Galpin? What are you doing?
Tyler's dad.
We're working a case together, and that's what got him killed. Bradbury stumbled onto something. He said it could affect all outcasts, and we're just starting to scratch the surface.
You care about outcasts now?
My son is an outcast. It's Thornhill. She turned him into a monster.
Tyler was always a monster.
Use your help getting to the bottom of this. You were drawn to it, like a moth to a flame.
Okay, so the old sheriff is a PI.
Just remember, the birds are always watching.
There once was a brilliant boy with a fragile heart.
This is awesome. Classic Tim Burton.
He decided to design his own heart. The operation was successful, but the clockwork heart, it changed the boy. His inventions became more dangerous. His genius cost him his life. Legend has it, his body is buried at the foot of the skull tree Only the bravest in Caliban Hall have ventured out at night to take the dare to listen to the tick.
And we really need to heat things up if we're going to hit our target, and you have the sizzle factor I've been looking for.
I'm not so sure I have the time to take on something like that.
You are a scholarship student, and if we don't meet our fundraising goals, I may be forced to let some of the scholarship students go. Using your powers of persuasion for a good cause should be applauded.
Blackmailing her, basically. Wasn't sure if we were going to get more cello. Pugsley going to do this skull tree thing.
Miss Capri, the new head of music.
I thought teaching was the purview for those who can't.
Damn.
I decided it was time to give back to my own community.
This thing's gonna work, right? Outcast can do, love it! Now, the Addams family is a prime example of outcasts who don't bend to normie culture. Come to the pyre tonight, see what we're trying to build here.
From Xavier. I tried texting, but I guess you lost the phone I gave you. You have a phone?
I dropped it in the bath.
The image suddenly flashed in my head. Don't ask me how I know or what it means. Who's Wednesday Addams without a mystery to solve, right?
A creepy crow and a headstone.
What's it mean?
No idea. Read any good books lately? My novel. Higher, higher, higher. I am demon of the fire, and each blazing roof's my pyre. My stalker is going to burn my manuscript at the founder's pyre.
Alright, we got a little trap here.
Be on the lookout for anyone watching this.
Who isn't watching this?
That bug-eyed redhead is very weird.
Once the bonfire's lit, I'm sneaking off to the skull tree to go dig up that dead kid.
Jesus. Razor blades to the note.
Wednesday!
I'm your principal, Barry George.
We've got to get out of here. They're gonna light this thing any second.
Jeez. Cool visual.
None of us would be here today without your bravery.
Oh, God. She hates it.
Give us a few words of inspiration to launch us into the new era.
Will not cease until our enemies have been vanquished.
She had a change of heart and, thinks she can use this for her own ends, I guess? I don't know.
And by enemies, I mean any imbecile stupid enough to cheer on some shallow, rabble-rousing diatribe.
Jesus.
You thought I was your hero? I'm not. The only side I'm on is my own. And the only place I'll lead you is off a cliff.
Oh, shit. Wednesday does not want to be a hero. She is an anti-hero.
I never agreed to this. So you're gonna torpedo it for the rest of us?
He didn't just revive something, did he? Oh my God, he did. Did he just make a friend?
I die because of you!
Okay, took some time just to gather my thoughts. First episode of season 2, really good. Really setting the foundation for this season, I think. So after the events of season 1, Wednesday has kind of become the hero of the school, and she so does not want that. That's not who she is. That's not her character at all. So you see throughout the episode, you know, the entire school's like fawning over her, and she's just not having any of it. They get to the point where they're at that big rally, and they reveal the painting that they had custom made for her. And it shows her, you know, holding a sword triumphantly up in the air, smiling with her friends all around her. And she just takes, you know, total umbrage to this, immediately goes up there. At first I thought she was going to use them to her own ends, but then she eggs them on at first, and, you know, they start clapping and cheering for her, and then she tells them what's what. That character is not meant to play the hero role at all. She's very much the anti-hero at best, honestly. The Addams family has always had this weird position where they tend to do things that are bad and could be viewed as evil, but you still kind of cheer for them anyway just because you like them. It's this weird thing where sometimes the villains that they encounter, it's like, well, why are they any different or better than the Addams family, honestly? And I guess you're just not meant to really think about it, because otherwise it really doesn't make any goddamn sense. So things start with another murder this season. Guy that's investigating, it looked like these two people that were having an affair or something, gets murdered by crows. We find out that he's a private investigator who was working with the sheriff from season 1. He's lost his job, so he's taken up the role of private investigator. He actually reached out to Wednesday for help. She declined, saying, I don't want anything to do with you or your son. I know at some point soon we're definitely going to get Tyler back in the mix. Last shot we saw of him, he was on lockdown, like maximum security, just never to get out. He killed a bunch of people, and even though I think you can make the argument that he was manipulated, at the same time he really enjoyed it, and it's not going to be easy redeeming that character if it's at all possible. Honestly, it's looking like we're not going to get Xavier this season. He had that note that he sent to Wednesday, gave her this gift of like a painting. Like, that character sort of has psychic visions too, not quite as strong as Wednesday's, but the context of the painting is pretty interesting. It was a raven, definitely meant to represent Wednesday, perched on top of a gravestone and holding a white rose in its beak, it looked like. And there was a murder of crows like swarming in the air too. We've already seen, what comes of that. Episode ended with Wednesday getting another vision, this one with the black tears, of Enid's death. Saw that from the trailer. She's standing in front of her gravestone, and apparently whatever happens, Enid blames Wednesday for her own death. Of the new characters, it looks like that Steve Buscemi's character, who plays the principal, is very greedy and self-interested. It seems like he's trying to rouse the school, but in order to raise money, I'm guessing for his own ends. We don't know exactly just yet. I'm not sure if he's nefarious or he's just, a greedy PTA member, basically. There's definitely more going on with what's going to be her new music teacher. The only other thing that I think is going to be really important going forward is when talking with Morticia, Wednesday brought up Morticia's sister. They were talking about ravens and doves. Wednesday is definitely a raven, and Morticia is more of a dove. Wednesday was saying, like, how can you even help me? You're a dove, I'm a raven. We're completely different on this whole vision exploration thing that we have going on. It's like two opposite spectrums. They can't really help one another. And Wednesday pointed out that Morticia's sister, her aunt, is a raven, and that's how she can potentially help Wednesday. It's pretty clear that the main conflict this season is going to be whoever was the stalker at the end of season 1, how that relates to, this vision of Enid's coming death, and Wednesday is going to do everything she can to try to stop it. But yeah, it was a decent episode back, funny at parts, interesting, more to think about going forward. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So as always, thanks for watching, and peace.